Today's quest guide will be a real life guide. To celebrate 50 subscribers, I'm going to show you guys how to apply for a job. All you need to do is to steal a job application letter from the internet, replace the name with your own and lie about yourself on the job interview. Before we can do all that, we need to find a job to apply for. After I made my undercover guide, Burger King decided to open a new location where the bandits blew up the mountain. They opened a store there because the rent was very cheap. The place is on unsolid grounds where it's constantly under threat from earthquakes, landslides, knowing that Burger King doesn't care about their employees or customers. This is a win-win situation for them. So all you need to do now is walk to Burger King with your job application and... What happened to Burger King? How am I supposed to get a job now?
Ha ha ha! While you were busy living a productive life, not playing RuneScape 24/7 without sleeping, we turned Burger King into a music festival. Ha ha ha!
Not a music festival. People hate them so much they are willing to eliminate each other to avoid taking part in those.
That's why, if you want to avoid our awful music festival, you need to participate in a game show, where you need to eliminate others to win. The last person standing get that, I would rather do something else pass.
Realizing if I wanted to keep my Christmas spirit throughout this year, I needed to participate in the Evil Gnomes game show, where I would do whatever it took to win. To enter the game show I had to talk to Santa Claus, where I had to answer a riddle. Realizing I didn't know the answer, I decided to guess something randomly. Luckily for me, Santa Claus suffered a severe case of amnesia, so it didn't matter if I answered wrong. So I stood there for hours guessing until I got it right. Walking through the portal I entered their first game. What evil shenanigans have they waiting for me?
So you made it to the first game. You must be quite smart getting past Santa Claus hard riddles. Are you smart enough to pass the first game? Ha 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 ha! What you need to do is pick up coal from the ground. But be careful, if you surpass 100 coal in your bag, you will get eliminated. So your goal is to make sure everyone here, but yourself, has 100 coal in their sack.
What you're saying is that next game is to clean up coal you guys have spilled on the ground. I realized this wasn't a game show, this was slave labor. I knew I had to win this competition even more. Having world's best slave on your job application is quite attractive for employees to see. Looking through my opponents, I saw Shackle. What is he doing here? When did they allow criminals to join game shows? Seeing this, I knew my competition was non-existent. So I went for a walk and came back after an hour.
You managed to win the first game very well. To enter the next game, you need to solve my riddle.
Instead of solving the riddle, I threw a bag of coal on her and moved on to the next game.
So you made it this far? Ha ha ha. In this game, you need to do my job. In this game, you have to throw trash in the right trash bin. Ha 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 ha.
Instead of doing that, I picked up the gnome and threatened to throw him in the recycling bin if it didn't let me move on to the next game. Here I was, at the final game. Congratulations, Polly. You made it to the final game. The final game is a snowball fight, where you need to throw 10 snowballs at your opponent to win. Ha 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 ha. Remembering that throwing snowball wasn't allowed in my primary school, I decided not to participate in this game. The people who did got arrested for breaking the school regime's rules. So I ended up being the final person standing. After being the winner of the slave camp games, I still didn't have a job. This is why guys, I am the 600th Polly.